spending my time here studying the concept of being a light to the nations. And I want to touch on the topic of what it means to be a light and how we be a light. So what's the greatest light that we have here on Earth? You guys have probably seen it today. Any answers?
The sun.
The sun, yes. Now, let's think about the sun. The sun is some 300-something million miles away. 7 light minutes or so.
93 million.
What?
93 million.
93, okay. Well, it's very far away. It's separate from us, and that's necessary. The sun has to be far away because we need to be able to recognize it. It needs to be far enough away that it won't burn us up, but it also needs to be close enough that it'll still warm us and give us light. Now, how can we relate that to ourselves as a people? There's the concept of Jews being separate. We have to be recognizable as the Jewish people. We shouldn't be hiding it. We need to understand that there are things where if we're going to be acting as God's people, we need to make sure that people see we are God's people. We can't hide it. So just like the sun, we need to be visible, we need to be recognizable. Now, there's also the concept of taking separation a little too far. That's isolationism, which is a big problem. Because if you're isolated, if you're cut off from the people that you are trying to help and teach, there's no way for them to relate to you. They will never understand the message that you're trying to get across. Just like the sun needs to be far away, it needs to be close enough. So we have to understand that as God's people, we are different, we are separate, we are also among the nations of the earth in the sense that we are here to serve them. We are here to teach them. We have seen something that they have not, and we have a responsibility. Not just to serve God, but to serve the world. We have a role to play. And so we need to understand that the Talmud teaches us that we are dispersed among the nations in order that we can learn from them. We learn from them in order that we can relate to them. A teacher who never gets to know his students will never be able to teach them properly. But on the flip side, if a teacher comes down and sits among you, no one's going to know who the teacher is.